Hi, hello, it's Ranksy. Welcome back to this channel. So yeah, recently I watched the movie Minari and I was really, I would say, blown away when I first saw the trailer, and I had really high expectations, and normally when I get like so high expectations I get disappointed in some ways, but with this I would say that my expectations were fulfilled. I don't want to put your expectations too high. It was just really good. Go watch it and make your own opinion. I would say in some ways it also reminded me of Alfonso Cuarón's Roma, because from the flow and from the style it was kind of similar. But yeah, let me know what you think about it. And yeah, I would say let's get started. Minari is actually based on Lee Isaac-Chung's childhood. Lee Isaac-Chung is the director and the producer and the film writer, and this movie kind of revolves around a Korean American family in the 80s that moved from California to Arkansas because they bought a land there, and they just kind of want to start a new life. Minari itself is actually a Korean herbal or vegetable. I think they put it in kimchi or other Korean delicious things. I'm not sure about it, but yeah, and I think this plant is super famous for being a very resilient vegetable or herbal, I don't know, and it can grow almost anywhere. And I would say that this this plant or this vegetable symbolically really stands for the family, because throughout this movie or throughout this journey, in their pursuit of happiness, they also prove to be very resilient. I think I like this movie so much because, especially for someone who grew up in a Western country, but my parents are like from China and I grew up in Germany. Yeah, I just had these cultural differences with my parents, and I would always kind of compare them with Western parents. And for a long time when I was younger, I always thought that my parents would be like bad parents because I would always compare them with the Western people and what it means to be a good parent, or yeah. And I think I love this movie just so much because this movie kind of just made me realize how hard it is for someone and made me understand my parents more. I could just really identify with the characters, and I believe that someone who is maybe from an immigrant household just like me, or even further, I don't want to restrict it by any means, someone who was trying to pursue a career but failed, I'm sure that you will definitely find a piece of your heart or just a piece of you in this movie. Although this movie is telling a story about Korean foreigners, I still kind of believe that this movie is very American, because I just think that it is the literal portrayal of the American dream, like people coming to America and then trying to succeed in the lands of America. And yeah, this is just maybe from another perspective from foreigners. But yeah, in some ways I would say it definitely is the American dream. So this is why I always also kind of get a little bit unsatisfied with the situations at the Golden Globes, because they only got nominated for Best Foreign Movie, which is already amazing, but it's an American movie, so why would they only... Whatever, let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Another aspect that I also really appreciated was the storytelling. So it was really organic and it followed a really organic flow. It was so flowy and organic, I don't know, and sometimes it just didn't feel like a actual movie. To me, it just felt like a visualized story of someone I knew, of a friend, of a family member, something like that. And yeah, I just think that made the movie really raw and authentic. You never know what next plot action is going to happen, and I think, yeah, this made it really unpredictable, just and uncertain, just like our real life. Let's talk about the visuals. Every freaking frame was near to perfection, I would say. From the lighting to the colors to the composition, everything was just really good and really satisfying. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I really liked it, especially for a photographer. I'm a photographer, I would say. I would definitely consider purchasing the almost every, not every frame, but almost every frame or still of this movie as an artwork itself. And yeah, in a nutshell, I really loved the story. It was such a tender and lovely story about human resilience and the hardships that go alongside with immigrating into another country. And yeah, I just really liked it because it is a topic that I think I can really identify myself with, and that's why I loved it so much, I believe. And yeah, my last words to you, Lee Isaac Chung, I know you're probably not going to see this, but I really appreciate you for sharing such a vulnerable story of yours, and thank you so much just for inspiring all of us, including me. I felt so inspired to do and create and to, I don't know, I just felt really inspired by your movie. And yeah, my last words to you, my audience, I think Asian directors are just so underrated, don't you think? Kind of? I think so. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you some other time. Bye bye.